New data says millions of Americans are struggling even as GDP soars. Are we becoming a two-speed economy with party at the top, misery at the bottom? The past couple weeks showed spreading pain among low-income and even middle-class Americans. One study found foreclosures jumped 20% year-on-year after a decade laying dormant. Car loan delinquencies are up 50% this year. In fact, 60-day late car payments hit a record high, worse than 2008. Repossessions hit 1.7 million, also worse than the 2008 crisis. Another study found 68% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's up 10 points in the last 18 months. 43% of them have trouble paying their monthly bills. Combined with recent jobs weakness, it's painting a picture of essentially three Americas. A rich quarter who's doing fantastic, a middle half who's running down assets and starting to miss payments, and a bottom quarter who's close to going under. Now, this pattern did not start yesterday. In fact, it's the theme of Joe Biden's 4 long years where we got a so-called K-shaped economy with the rich soaring to new heights while everybody else treads water or sinks. To illustrate, a study by Moody's found the top 10% of households now account for 49.2% of spending. That's up almost 5 points since COVID. Interestingly, the bottom quarter also rose since COVID thanks to trillions dumped into welfare and social spending using COVID as excuse. To illustrate, SNAP alone grew almost 70% since COVID. In other words, the middle class is getting squeezed on both ends. Now, help is on the way. According to the Atlanta Fed, GDP right now is growing at a blistering 4%, led by trillions of investment flooding into reshoring production and, of course, AI data centers. Meanwhile, mass deportations and departures are already 2 million plus, which is driving down rents and used car prices. Rents are currently falling at 4% annualized, all while blue-collar wages just hit the highest growth in 65 years. Still, Biden left a deep hole, and Trump's made back barely a quarter of the loss in real incomes. Moreover, those trillions of COVID benefits and stimmies reset spending levels for a lot of lower middle-class households. They got used to spending more than they make and are now losing their cars and apparently their houses. So as next brought to you by I Trust Capital, we've got two big growth engines coming, Fed cuts and those trillions of investment. Every single point of Fed cut is worth round about 1 million jobs, while every trillion of investment is also worth 1 million jobs. The problem, of course, is it all takes time. The Fed is looking at 0.75 of a point cut the next year, while that tsunami of foreign investment will take years to go from planning to blueprints to construction to operation. Meanwhile, if AI job losses ramp up, it could gobble those millions of jobs as fast as they're born. If that happens, and jobs are still sluggish by midterms, voters may take it out on Republicans and see if socialism works this time. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time. If you want to protect generational wealth in gold and Bitcoin, or even if you want to speculate in crypto, I Trust Capital has built one of the most secure platforms in the world that you can even use with your IRA so you don't pay any taxes until you retire. Because I Trust is dollars in and dollars out, your assets cannot be stolen by outsiders, something that actually happened to millions of crypto wallets in September. If you want to diversify your portfolio without paying gold custody and high fees, if you actually want to sleep at night without worrying about hacks and keys, check out the vault-grade security and institutional level protection of I Trust premium custody accounts. Visit itrustcapital.com/Peter and get an instant $100 funding bonus.